So I've been creating content on X for almost 3 years now. I've grew my audience to almost 12,700 followers, earned over $5,000 through my online business. And no, I'm not here to show off anything. But in this video, I'm going to show you, if you're a complete beginner, how you can start writing on X and earn your first $1,000 per month through an online business. If you're just starting out, if you're a complete beginner, X is literally the best platform to start your content creation journey. Not only because it's based on words, but having conversations, networking with other people, writing, learning new skills such as copywriting is way easier on X as compared to platforms like YouTube and Instagram. If you stay till the end, I'm going to give you a 3-step framework that I have used personally to get to my first $1,000 online by offering a service. And I'm going to give you the exact roadmap, exact breakdown of how you can do the same as well. Also, I have a free newsletter. I have a 5-day free email guide on how you can start your content creation on X. And if you want more details, a more detailed version of this particular video, you can sign up to the link in the description. And now let's get started. All right, so let's get started, I guess. So the first thing that I want to discuss is the number one reason why you don't grow on X is because you treat X like a social media platform, but in reality, X is not a social media platform. It's a conversation platform, right? So you have to initiate as many conversations as you can on a daily basis. You have to talk to people, you have to reply to people's posts, you have to comment on, let's say, influencers' accounts, but of course, you can't do that all day. Because of which, I created a strategy for you in the growth pillar. What you have to do is you have to create 3 lists. All right. So, the first list to create is with all the influencers in your particular niche. So, let's say my niche is copywriting. What I'll do is I'll pick 10 people who have 100,000 plus followers on X and who post regularly, of course, and who have built their personal brands to a level where people associate them with the particular skill. And like this is the first list. The second list is going to be with all of your friends. So like all the people that you want to network with, all of the people who will support you in return. So like this is not engagement because you engage with other people. This is creating genuine networks, building good relationships with people who are in the same space as you or who share a same or like a similar vision as yours, right? So this is like the second list. And the third list that you have create is with all of your ideal clients. Now this is not something that you're going to start creating on the first day itself, because to like identify your ideal client, to know who you want to serve in the future, it will take a lot of time. It will take at least 3 or 4 months before you can do all of this. But there's a secret strategy that you can apply to create this list from the first day itself. And we are here to discuss how you can earn your first $1,000 in the next 30 days, right? Considering you already have a skill. If you don't have a skill, skip this video. This is not going to be useful for you, because you need to have something of value which you can possibly offer as a solution to other people in return of money, right? So the strategy to create this particular list is to go on all of these influencers accounts, pick their, let's say, top 10 posts. So let's say you have created a list of 10 people. You pick top 10 posts from each and every influencers. You now have a 100 post list. And then you have to scrape all of the people who have commented in the particular post, who are engaging with that particular post, or who have, let's say, quoted that. Anybody who's engaging with that particular post, you have to go and you have to add them to this particular list, like the ideal clients list. We will talk about business in a moment, but what you have to realize is that the main goal of creating all of these lists is not to keep replying all day. You can possibly, let's say, make time for like an hour. If you're just starting out, an hour is very important. If you keep replying to all of these people, automatically the engagement on your posts will go up as well, right? The main motive behind creating all of these lists is to spark conversations. is to build relationships with other people who share a similar vision as yours. That is the ultimate motive. So now what about content? What type of content do you need to post in order to gain more trust with all of the people that you want to start working with? That is like, this is the most important thing, because see content as something which is a launch pad for your personal brand. You are not creating content for virality. You're not creating content to blow up overnight and, like, build a personal brand which gets thousands and hundreds of thousands of views overnight. That is not the main reason. We are here for business. We are here to make money, and content is simply a catalyst in the process of getting more clients, in order to build trust with them, in order to establish our credibility with them, right? So let us talk about the content that you need to post. All right. So your content will have three pillars, right? The first is growth, second is authority, and third is personal. Let's talk about the growth content first. In this type of content, you need to target broader people, like a broader niche. Let's say if you're a video editor, you can target all of the people who are into YouTube or who are into video creation, who are creators, right? Like, this is like the broader niche. You're not only targeting video editors. You have to post maybe some controversial takes. You can post, like, unpopular opinions. You can post engagement questions. You can post visuals. And basically, this, like, the main motive behind creating growth content is to get more people on your profile, is to get more eyeballs on you as a personal brand. That is the only motive here. The second type of content is authority, and this is like the most important pillar of your content strategy. Here, we're going to talk about niche topics. We're going to post long forms, we're going to post threads, we're going to post client results, right? But if you don't have any client results for now, don't worry, stay till the end. I'm going to tell you a framework, I'm going to tell you a system which you can possibly follow to get client results, like, and to showcase it as your authority, your proof of work, in order to get more clients. So stay till the end. I'm going to tell you about that as well. All right. So the main motive behind creating authority content is very simple. It is to create authority. As simple as that. It's to create trust. So let's say if you're a video editor, right? The main motive behind creating authority content in your case is going to be to show people how good you are at your particular skill, which is video editing. You can post videos that you've edited for your clients. You can post videos edited for yourself, or you can just show simple, revamps. You can show some color grading, all of that. That comes under authority content. And now the personal content pillar. The main motive behind creating personal content is to have a level of relatability with your audience. Like, there are people who will buy from you not because they care about the value you're providing, just because they can relate to you. They're able to see themselves, like they're able to see a mirror in a way of, like, building your personal brand. They can see their own journey in you, and they can relate to what you're going through, and all the struggles or the wins or the highs or the lows of your journey. It's just there to create relatability. It's just there to create true fans, right? So in this type of content, you can post personal stories, you can document your journey, you can post about your achievements, you can post about your wins, and also don't forget to post about your failures as well, your losses as well, because if you just keep winning, the relatability factor will be gone, right? So don't make the mistake of posting only achievements. All right, so let's talk about your offer. Let's talk about business finally, how you can start earning your first, $1,000 per month through X. So the first thing that you have to do is an offer. You have to create an offer. I'll give you some examples, but let's explore the three pillars of what an offer really consists of, right? The first thing is a core skill. So in my case, it is content creation, it is writing, it is, creating content that builds founders, like builds authority for founders. That's my core skill. And for you, it can be video editing, it can be, again, copywriting, it can be email marketing, it can be sales, it can be, anything that can provide solution to your ideal client profile. And now let's talk about your ICP. This is the most important thing. If you really want to make money, if you really want to take this seriously, if you really want to build a business, your ICP is possibly the most important thing you can the most important thing you can work on in your business. So let's talk about this as well. So what is an ICP? An ICP is simply an ideal client profile, and I'm going to explain you everything through an example, so you don't have a hard time understanding what I'm saying. So what you do is simply pick one skill. It can be, let's say, video editing, and offer a specific result, offer a specific service in exchange of money. That's all you do in business, right? So let's say if you are a video editor, your ICPs can be content creators who are actively creating content on YouTube, but they can level up the quality of their videos through your skill, which is video editing. It can be founders who want to expand their personal brand to YouTube. It can be business owners, it can be CEOs, it can be agency owners, anyone who is looking to, let's say, post short form, long form, or any type of video content, and you can help them with the editing process, you can help them with anything, right? But to begin with, you really have to nail down your ICP, which in case, let's say, in your case, it can be only YouTube content creators who are already established to a good enough level, like let's say 10,000 subscribers, and you can level up the quality of their videos through your skill, which is video editing. That is what an ICP is. Don't overcomplicate this thing. I myself target people who, like, let's say, high level tech founders, SaaS founders, general business owners, and CEOs, agency owners who want to build a personal brand on X and gain more authority in their own, like, specific niche or their expertise. That's all. That's literally it. Don't overcomplicate this. You have to simply pick one skill, offer a specific outcome. In my case, it's like I save them 20 plus hours every week through creating content which builds authority, and give them the results, right? Like, give them content that performs well, give them the experience of working with you. It is literally that simple. Don't, please, I urge you, don't overcomplicate this. I have wasted a lot of months nailing down my ICP, picking up my core skill. What can I offer? What is the outcome? It's nothing. Just pick one skill, offer it to a specific group of people, and get started. All right, so let's talk about revenue now, right? So I'm not gonna overcomplicate the revenue stuff because it is pretty simple, right? If you're offering a service, also to just to give you a pre-context, right? I've worked with around four founders full time, like working with them over like a month, and attended calls, like getting on calls on demand and all of that for like a month, and six founders on like ad hoc basis, which is basically just creating content schedules for them, like content strategies and all of that. If you are offering a service, it's best to do some free work in the beginning and get results, and then charge a low ticket, right? This is very important. If you're just starting out, maybe charge only 300 or like 200 $300 for a single client. And then when you move higher up, like when you get results for them, when you have some testimonials in your in your name, you can charge a lot more, like 600 700 $800, even $1,000 for a single client. But this will take some time, because like before you can charge this high for a simple service, it will take you some time. It will take you some months of experience in whatever service that you are offering or whatever service you're doing. It will take some time to get to that particular level, right? So what is cold outreach? Cold outreach is simply like I told you the strategy to get all of the influencers in the list. What you have to do is take all of the people who are engaging with them, put into a list, take at least like 100 people, 150 people like this, and then you can start cold outreaching them. What you're going to do on cold outreach, like, is the main motive of cold outreaching is not to sell your service. It's to initiate conversations, right? You have to talk to your ideal clients, you have to talk to the people who you want to serve in the future. But before doing that, you have to build some kind of relationship with them, right? You have to build some kind of trust with them, and that is exactly how you're going to start landing your first 4 or 5 clients, right? I'll link down a video in the description where I have explained to you like the exact process on how you can charge, like how you can charge 300 $500. But before that, you have to do some kind of free work, and the exact framework, all the exact process. I have a complete video on making $1,000 per month at the age of 22. You can check it out in the description. So I'll not go very deep into how you can get your revenue and all of that stuff, up in your business, how to get some cash flow and all of that. So I think that's pretty much it. I've covered everything from how to grow on X, what type of content to create, how to offer a service, how you can get revenue in, and I've created a very, very detailed video on how you can start getting cash flow in your business. with some free work and with offering a service. So make sure to check that video out in the description. All right, so that was it for the video. I've covered almost everything from creating content, growing on X, building your offer, and getting the first few clients as well. I thought my mic dropped below, but it's all right. So I have two more resources for you. First is the free email guide. It's a 5-day email guide on how you can start creating content on X, get your first 1,000 followers, and start earning money. And the second is a full guide on how you can land your first client, like first paying client, through this particular system. It's like a full detailed video on that, right? So I'll link both of them in the description. Now let's get back to work. I'm someone who's building his own online business. I'm building my own personal brand and documenting the journey along the way so you can get some value out of it as well. Now let's get back to work. I'll see you in the next one.